Hi everyone, I am your host Shani Singhal. Welcome to BTT World News. Today, we will go through the latest news updates from around the globe, beginning with news updates across Australia. The federal government has announced plans to crack down on debit card surcharges by January 2026. The decision will be subject to review by the Reserve Bank of Australia. Assistant Treasurer Stephen Jones noted Australians lose up to $4 billion annually due to those fees. This move aims to stop excessive charges for both customers and small businesses. The federal government has announced a $95 million preparedness fund in response to the potential arrival of the deadly H5N1 bird flu. The fund will support biosecurity, environmental, and public health measures to prevent and lessen the impact of H5N1 bird flu virus, which causes high mortality in birds. Agriculture Minister Julie Collins highlighted its threat to Australia's agricultural sector, while Environment Minister Tanya Pilbersek has warned of the devastating effects this will have on endangered species in Australia. Now, on to the next issue. In Australia, many migrants are working below their qualification level due to slow skill recognition systems. 50 business groups and unions have reported that there are 621,000 skilled migrants working below their qualification levels. As there are long wait times and processes to recognize qualifications to practice in their area of work. The government is calling for a national government system, an ombudsman oversight, and a loan scheme to help migrants cover the high costs of certification. The Skills Minister Andrew Giles stated that the government allocated $1.8 million in the last budget to streamline skills assessments specifically for construction workers. However, he emphasized that the primary focus remains on equipping Australians with the necessary skills to address shortages. This includes collaborating with states and territories to strengthen the vet sector and reduce financial barriers through initiatives like the fee-free TAFE program. Crown Melbourne has been fined $2 million for allowing self-excluded individuals to place bets. The breach occurred between October 2023 and May 2024, when 242 self-excluded individuals were able to place bets at Crown. The VGCCC cited systematic failures rather than deliberate negligence, and has directed Crown to engage an independent expert to assess and improve its self-exclusion program. The casino has faced significant fines in the past for similar regulatory breaches.
You've probably heard that lawyer fees can really add up, right? Imagine how much money you could save if you handled most of your legal case yourself. With BTT Lawyers now you can. At BTT Lawyers, we understand that family law cases can be really complicated and expensive. That's why we give you complete control over your case and your expenses. Believe it or not, you can handle 70% of your case yourself. With the help of our legal advisors, clear plans and cutting-edge technology, you can manage the key parts of your case on your own. From preparing documents to tracking your case progress, you'll be able to understand and control everything. We're always here to support you through our offices in Preston, Dandenong, Sydney and Canberra. Facing legal issues doesn't mean going broke or giving up on your case. With BTT Lawyers, you'll only pay a small fraction of the typical legal fees. Ready to take charge of your case? Contact us today. BTT Lawyers, with you, for your case.
Now turning to this week's most pressing international news topics. With the ongoing conflict in southern Lebanon, many are facing challenges with the constant Israeli airstrikes and over 1.2 million people in the country fleeing their homes. Those remaining face severe shortages of water, electricity, and food due to the destruction of infrastructure, and shelters are overwhelmed with displaced families. The humanitarian situation is becoming dire, with many fearing a scenario similar to that on the Gaza Strip. The US election is drawing closer. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump both held rallies in Pennsylvania as the election draws closer. At her rally in Erie, Kamala Harris warned that a second Trump term will be dangerous for America, criticizing his recent rhetoric as unstable and decisive. She emphasized that Trump views anyone opposing him as an enemy of the country. Meanwhile, Trump, in Oaks, promised to ramp up US oil drilling to lower energy costs. Now, turning to pressuring issues across India. Canada has expelled India's top diplomat after disputes set off by the assassination of a Sikh separatist in British Columbia last year. India has firmly denied the accusations, calling them politically motivated, and claimed its diplomats were withdrawn due to security concerns amid rising extremism in Canada. In retaliation, India expelled 6 Canadian diplomats, further straining relations. Both governments continue to defend their actions. Now turning to rising tensions in the Asia-Pacific. The United States has just approved $567 million in military support for Taiwan. What is the significance of this move? And how is it likely to impact US-China relations? This new support package is part of Washington's ongoing efforts to increase Taiwan's defense against growing pressure from China. While the US does not formally recognize Taiwan, it remains its most critical military backer. This move is likely to heighten tensions with China, which has consistently demanded that the US stop arms sales to Taiwan, viewing it as interference with its internal affairs. Thank you for listening to BTT World News. Stay tuned for more updates and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news updates from around the globe.